What's up? It's sign time. Now, this is a new type of video that I'm going to start doing. I've never done a video like this before, so a lot of things will be different, including the editing. So, just to get right onto the topic, you can probably tell by the thumbnail or just by the title of the video, this is going to be a news report. And the news that we are discussing is Dragon Ball Xeno Multiverse, specifically the new and upcoming updates to the game that I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for, and that a lot of you have wanted since the game's released that you felt may have made the game bad. So, before we get into it, if you like the content, if you like what you hear being said, and if you want more Dragon Ball Xeno Multiverse news, maybe even news on other games, make sure that you subscribe, maybe share the video, whatever works, because, support really makes a channel go far, and if you support me, I'll put out more for you. That being said, let's get right into the topic. Alright, so starting things off, probably, if you don't know what Dragon Ball Xeno Multiverse is, there'll be a link in the description so you can check it out and play it. But first things first, let's get into what's coming and what's coming first and what's coming later. Alright, so what's coming first to the game? Well, being who I am, and as a member of the community, I'm able to get information beforehand. So, there's going to be a small update before this major update. It's going to be a combat revamp. So it's going to rework the combat to make it better. Everything's going to work a lot more accurately. And things like, let's say, Omega Volcano, if you know what that move is, where you can completely dodge it, the hitbox, and you still get hit. Stuff like that, if you were to actually dodge it, you would actually dodge it. You would not be hit by it. So it changes a lot of the combat that's currently in the game to make it a lot more fair and accurate. And so I don't know when we should be expecting that, but it's supposed to be coming sometime soon. And this is going to be happening right before the Mega Update, basically. So now, getting into the Mega Update itself, there's a lot of things in this update that'll be added that players have been wanting to see for a while. And I actually have a list of it right here. Now, I'm not going to go into major detail about everything, just in case I'm not allowed to. But I will tell you enough so that you can get a gist of it, so that you can get ready and excited, and maybe even tell your friends to come back to the game once this update drops. So, going forward, a few days ago, was an announcement saying that something was going to be sacrificed. This, if you did not know, if you did not tune into the voice chat, was actually open world. Open world was going to be removed in order to put out game updates quicker, but instead, open world now is not going to be removed. Instead, it's all going to be on one big map. So, if you like Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, stuff like that, all on one big map, except for the planets, which are on separate servers and maps. Okay, so that's basically how that's going to work, which is pretty good. I like that. I've actually tested the map. It's pretty good. So, next thing that's going to be added is a combat tag. If you're hit with this combat tag, then you will basically combat log if you leave the game. So, there'll be a lot less people running or leaving the server once you're doing things. And the main reason why this is such a big deal is because there's now going to be a bounty system added. Now, before I continue on, I just want to remind you, a lot of the things I'm saying have actually been said in the voice chat, but everybody's not in the voice chat to tune in. So, what I'm telling you right now is stuff that you're probably not going to be hearing a lot, just because they may have talked about it one or a few times. So anyway, continue on. Yes, there will be a bounty system. If you're wondering how this bounty system will work, basically, just put in the name of a player, put in the bounty amount, and the bounty is set, but I'm pretty sure it uses your own money when you do it, so make sure that you have enough money for that. And, yeah. So, there's going to be a solo royale. I don't really know what that is, but think of it as Team Royale, I guess, except free-for-all. Probably what it is, probably free-for-all, basically. Roleplay mode is still being added, so you will be able to choose characters from the Dragon Ball series and roleplay as them for people who like to roleplay. I do see a lot of roleplayers in Dragon Ball Xeno Multiverse. Obviously, Namek is still being added, and with Namek actually comes Frieza as a mentor and a raid boss. So yes, we are getting raid bosses. I'm sure a lot of people are excited about this. We don't know what the raid boss will give, but I assume it would give something great, maybe such as power level, accessories, or maybe an attack. Obviously, new parallel quests are coming. Obviously, more stuff for ranked PvP is coming. And I heard from a little birdie that we might be getting gripping animations, but that is not confirmed. Now, a lot of people have wanted Majins to get their stuff. Well, I have good news for you. Majins are going to be getting their transformations and the ability to absorb people in the next update. Alright? That's pretty nice. And for people who like to play it safe zones are also going to be added. Well, they might be added. There's no guarantee. Personally, I don't really want it added just because I don't feel like you should be being in a safe zone anyway. Just suck up, you know? But it's whatever. Now, with this new open world map, of course, that brings the question, what is going to happen to the quests on the old map? Well, I'm glad you asked, because guess what? We are getting new quests. And I'm sure we'll have a far larger variety of them too. So that is a good thing. And we might also be getting some changes to the time chamber and god chamber. So we'll see how that affects your grinding for power level. Something people were very excited about, probably most excited about, is going to be being added, and that is fusion. You will be able to fuse. Now, I don't have any specifics on how you will obtain it. I do not have any specifics on how strong it will make you or how it will work. But the fusion dance is going to be being added in the major update. And I need to remind you, there is no time, day, or date that this will be coming out. Okay? So do not ask me, because I do not know. Alright? And besides that, I've also heard that there will be more ways to gain power, and it'll be easier so that you're not just like sitting in a white room for hours just clicking away punching people. Alright? So that just about wraps up what I have for the major update that's coming, and after that he will be able to post updates weekly and every other weekly. So that's about all I can really tell you without giving you too much information. Alright, so it's pretty vague a little bit on what I said. Some things I said were kind of straight out, but others you don't really know completely yet. Alright, and I only said what I believe I'm allowed to say. So that has been this Dragon Ball Xeno Multiverse news report. If you enjoy videos like these, once again, make sure you subscribe and share. And make sure that you tell your friends that Dragon Ball Xeno Multiverse is coming back better than ever. As a tester, I can vouch it is definitely about to get much better, and this is how the game should have released. Side time, out.